you. I know last time we sat down with you, it might have been a while ago, but at least for me, it was July of 2019. There was some personal stuff going on. Seems like you're out the other side now and in a much better place.
I'm out the other side. Thank God. It's been a journey, but life is full circle. And, you know, sometimes the cleansing comes with the fire. You know,
right.
The sword is built through that heat. And I'm strong. And I'm ready to do what I got to do. I see the end of the tunnel. These are my last 4 fights. And I just want to finish on a high note, and so I'm coming with everything I got to make it through this tunnel with my intelligence and my health, and you know, letting go of that invisible pressure that was Diego Sanchez, my destiny to be the UFC champion. It was a real weight off my shoulders. It was something that I came to during these pandemic times. During these times, I finally was able to get some rest. I never got to stop. It was camp to camp to camp to camp to camp to camp from the time I was 20 years old to the time that I was 35. Then I went through a divorce, got out of the divorce, made it out of that, and then pandemic hit. It was like, I finally got some time to settle down. I remember going down, sleeping for 12, 13 hours, just being fat Buddha at my house.
Yeah.
Just, you know, okay, you know, it's okay. Just rest. You know, do what you want to do. You want to drink some drinks, drink some drinks. Enjoy your life. You know, you've worked hard. And I rested, and I'm calm, I'm cool, and I'm just very relaxed in the position that I am to finish this journey, you know, and it's not like, oh my God, after I'm done with fighting, what am I gonna do? And like, I found the identity of Diego Sanchez in these past couple years under the mentorship of Joshua Fabia. I found who the identity of Diego Sanchez, the human being, is, not the identity Diego Sanchez, the UFC fighter, which was 20 years of what I thought I was, who I was supposed to be, what people were supposed to think of me as, and now it's much more than that. It's Diego Sanchez the father, it's Diego Sanchez the mentor, it's Diego Sanchez the healer.
So you're saying this fight and then 3 more is your goal, to do 4 more fights? So we know how seriously you take your physical preservation, but in terms of how you feel, would you tell me if you were starting to feel?
Oh, you know what? This week, oh man, things are in the ether. I finally closed a deal with a stem cell sponsorship. So I've been waiting for this, man. I've been working hard to find someone that's like, I want to be on I want to be on this mission with you. I want to help you. You know, we're gonna give you all the stem cells you can have, whatever you want. Here you go, Diego Sanchez. Well, I finally got it, and the week after my fight, I go straight into stem cell therapy, and so even with that, I'm still like, these are the last 4.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
But as far as my health and how I feel, I feel great.
Great.
You know, yeah, of course, you know, I have some torn joints here and there, you know, like all us other fighters that have been pushing through. And it is what it is. You know, I've had 1 shoulder surgery, and you know, I might need to get something done, you know, after I'm done. But I can't take the time to do that right now.
Right.
And so, you know, alternative medicine is great, and I've been blessed. You know, I got the stem cells now, so we'll see where that takes me. You know?
Cool. Megan?
I just am interested to hear why you wanted Stefan here and why it was important that he's in your corner.
Yeah, no, Stefan is just a big brother to me, man, a good friend of mine, and like myself, he's came full circle with going through the trials and tribulations of life, and we were able to reconnect later down the road. You know, we initially in the house were, you know, bumped heads over some asparagus, you know. You know, everything comes full circle. he ends up being my best friend out of the Ultimate Fighter group. Like, you know, he was the psycho, I was the nightmare. Like, it fit, and full circle later down the road, you know, I was training in Vegas at the PI very frequently after I departed from Jackson Wing team. You know, I started training more and more in Vegas, and so you know, I hit Stefan up, like, you know, I heard you have a gym. I hit him up, you know, I'm like, I heard you have a gym. Can I come through? You know, like, I wanna see you. I wanna come check out your gym. Like, that's how it went down. And he's like, hell yeah, come through. I came through. You know, I felt the positive energy at Silver Wolf. You know, the whole team was just very welcoming to me, and they vibed with the energy that I was bringing, and with me and my trainer Joshua Fabia and School of Self-Awareness. So we all came together, and we just were beneficial for each other, and working with a larger opponent or training partner was always something that worked really well for me in the beginning. Keith Jardine was my main training partner in the beginning as a welterweight, and that was one of the huge keys to success in the development of the early Diego Sanchez. And so now, as I reinvent myself, as I go into the end of the tunnel of these last 4 fights, I needed the size. He's 6'5", 250 pounds, and he's got the reach. And the experience. He's fought 7 UFC champions, and I don't think there's another fighter that can say that. And with the experience that I bring, you know, having the longest career in the UFC, I think that it was a perfect fit. And I like the dynamic of having a giant and a 5'2" guru. You know, it makes the story even better.
Yeah, for sure. I love it. That's it for me.
Good. You're good, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Candido.
Hold this for a second. Hold this for a second. Hey, real quick, guys, just because you don't know who the hell I am, and you guys have heard a lot of shit talk and all the good stuff. Let's just cut the bullshit on the commentating. No low blows on this guy. No trying to turn the narrative that he's fucking up his legacy and all that weird stuff. Let's just keep it fair. You want some video? Contact me and I'll send it to you. You want to know what's going on? You want to actually talk to the people doing it? You might actually have to fucking talk to me. And coming at him like he's going to know all this shit, he ain't. He hasn't been there the whole time. So if anybody needs to actually get those answers, you will have to speak to me. And to do that, probably allowing the media to turn the narrative on the guy that's trying to help people here. And when you respect these 2 legends, it seems a little disrespectful that you don't recognize that they respect me. And if you're going to be the one telling the narrative, that's on you when I'm getting shit on by the public, by millions of people. Now, if you're going to be here like leveraging off of all this, man, notice I'm on the end of the shitty stick here, and none of you have stood up for anybody that needed to be stood up for. And that's real. You guys are like the tough guys and all this stuff. If nobody's
Man, I
going
don't
to...
know what the fuck you're talking about.
You don't know? You know what I'm referring to?
No, I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay.
And I haven't called one of Diego's fights where
I'm
you've
not
been in his corner.
No,
so,
I'm talking in general because of
well,
what
it's
has
not
happened.
my job to talk about what the public is talking about outside. It's my job to talk about this athlete
Absolutely,
and,
sir.
and his performance.
That's
in the
not
cage.
what I'm
That's
referring
it.
to. That's not what I'm referring to, and I'm not trying to offend you. I'm trying to talk straight about this man's legacy, and in these last moments of when he's in this space, when there's weird things being done, like the camera put on him to ask him questions, when you know that it's illegal to ask
Right, but
questions.
what I'm saying is none of us.
I
do
understand,
that.
and that's all the reason why I'm saying this to you now, because
I
it's
got
fair
you.
to say that.
You know
like,
I respect
that's
you.
my point, and I just don't feel that the past couple fights, this man has gotten a fair end of the stick, and sure as shit, I sure haven't either. Okay, because nobody's actually talked to me, met me, moved with me. Yet there's a whole lot of shit talk about me and discrediting this man's opinion on what he knows.
Man, the internet is the media is brutal, bro. We all get it every day. I have somebody tell me to kill myself every day on social media.
I understand, man. I understand.
But it's also quite disrespectful of you to come in here filming this with your speech to us when all of us here have the utmost respect for all of you. And it's our job as working for the promotion to respect Diego and everyone around him. We have nothing but good things to say about him. So it's very, it's odd you're filming it while you're trying to lecture
I'm
us.
just documenting everything. That's all I've done. But the reality is I'm saying this because of what has happened in the past. Is nobody going to acknowledge that the
You
media...
looked at me, well, no, there's no doubt there have been some
okay.
unfair... Hang on,
I'm
but
just
you're-
asking.
The only thing we care about is telling Diego's story, not yours, candidly. And that's
Absolutely,
what we're
and
gonna
that's
do.
what
Whether
I'm
people want to
just
put it in an
listening.
article.
That's
no,
all
we don't
I'm
need to listen
referring
to
to.
this. We don't need to listen
No,
to
no,
this.
no.
You're telling us
it
we're trying to
does
give us a
have to
riot
do-
act
it
and
does
how we
have
should
to
do
with
our
me.
broadcast.
No, it has
End of
nothing
my
to do with
career.
We're not gonna
It's a respect
It has
thing,
to
man.
do with me and the end of my career. So please
Which we
listen.
respect, but
Please
we're
listen,
going
bro,
on a diatribe about
because
something
my
that has
last
nothing
fight,
to do with it.
No, the
listen,
last fight
listen,
was-
Listen, man. My last fight, the commentary was horrible on me, man. They disgraced me in my own hometown, man. They were calling me a chicken. Daniel Cormier was saying how I was drooling at the mouth. Like there was a lot going on, man. There was a lot going on, and we're just here to talk to you guys.
And that's all I'm saying is if we're going to be honest and look at that,
here, man.
I'm saying this man deserves a fair shot in the sense of let's not go 30 seconds into it and tell the narrative, oh, any more kicks like that, Diego's done. Yet he's not bleeding and he's coming out of the round perfectly safe and sound. So I'm curious.
To all the fighters. It doesn't matter who you are. It happens to all the fighters.
You're right. It does.
But you can't control what they're seeing and relaying to the
I
audience.
understand that. And
And
all
that
I'm saying
also
is
has
a
nothing
fair
to do
shot
with
of
you
letting
or
it
your
be seen.
school or your teaching.
What's that?
That also has nothing to do with you or your school or your teaching.
No,
What
it has.
they're seeing in the game,
Absolutely.
relaying. So
Absolutely.
that's just what it seems like you're doing. You're making it about yourself, and it's about Diego.
I'm sorry,
none
it
of us
seems
have-
like that. It
none
was
of us
about
have
the
said anything,
commentating that I'm referring
disrespectful
to.
about you.
No, you don't. Okay, I'm sorry if your guys are moving so fast in your own worlds with your own articles. Maybe you're not aware of the negative impacts of the media and the things that have been targeted at this man for over a year and a half that have to do with self-esteem, psychology, and all that shit that everybody's wondering about. And I'm trying to understand, why is it so hard to talk about respect in that context? I'm just asking for a fair plate. And in the context of commentating and seeing something fair, I kind of think if we're already going to talk negatively before anything even happens, that's painting the picture so nobody sees things clear.
Well,
and
I'm
that's,
happy to
that's
connect
all
with
I'm
you
saying.
after the fact to get a
That's-
little bit more insight
that's
into
all
what
I'm
you're
saying.
doing. I can't
Thank
speak
you,
to
John.
Daniel Cormier.
I
You know how
appreciate
much I
that.
respect you.
I appreciate
I
that.
Absolutely.
I was not Rio Rancho, nor was Paul, right? But I will connect with you, and I will try to. I mean, but all I have mentioned on the air is your alignment.
No, absolutely. And if you don't understand what I'm referring to and why I'm speaking adamant like this, please go to Google, go to YouTube, and just, real quick, put in my name and then see what's going on with the slander.
I've seen it.
Okay, so you've seen
We're
it.
all well aware of it.
Oh, so if you're well aware, why are we acting like this didn't happen? Why
Because
are you
it's not
talking?
in this
This
room.
is not about
from
you.
us.
This
It's
is
not from me.
Diego's
No.
fighter meeting.
There's no reason.
But it
for
has
us
to
be
do
out
with
here.
him. That's my
We're
point.
talking.
Because you're disrespecting us, and we have other athletes that are waiting right now to be in this room to have the opportunity that Diego just had, and you're lecturing us on something that
Nobody's
we
lecturing.
haven't
I'm
even
trying
done.
to ask for a fair plight. If that's too much to ask for, clearly it's fine. I was just asking.
Sounded
And
like a stern witch.
We are always giving a fair shot to everyone. Everyone. It is our job.
I understand that you've done that. I'm just saying, in this man's experience and what I've witnessed, some things don't seem quite level or fair or just. And when my name has been slandered, when this man's name, legacy, and his career that you so admire has been slandered, but that part doesn't matter, that's what I'm saying when I'm here helping at the end of his career. That's all.
No,
That's
we
all.
hear you. We
Okay.
hear you. We
And
hear
I say this out of respect for this same man. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though nobody gives a shit. That's the point, man. Like, I care about him just the same as you say you care. And you're not respecting me for doing that.
Yeah, watch his last fight. You could see why that hurt his feelings a little bit, you know. So
But on top of it,
That's all.
if the media is going to...
Totally. Listen, that's totally understandable. But delivering the message could be in a much
When-
more
when-
respectful
hear you.
way.
when-
We're not filming it to try to
She's not
get
saying the
clout or
when.
something.
She's talking about the how.
Yes.
we don't need to film anything.
You're filming it, not
That's
us.
fine. That's fine.
Listen,
Just
you
just
guys-
like filming me in the octagon and using it against me. Same shit, man. Like, stop. I'm not putting this on the internet. I'm having a civil conversation and it's a problem? Like, seriously, do you guys not see that? I'm just talking and it's a problem. That's interesting. That's interesting when all I'm doing is bringing light
I
to
didn't
this.
sign up for your lecture class.
I'm out, man. Nobody wanted to lecture you.
Press the green button.
None of them can be skewed to determine what they're going to say on TV because you don't like the narrative that they went down. That's not how the commentary works. What articles are read, we don't write articles, right? That's not a part of our job. But if they see something, their job is to provide color and context to what they're seeing in those moments. It's not always correct or right, but that's their job. And maybe it won't be painted perfectly in how you like it. But if you say something like a guy won a first round that they don't agree with, it's their job to say that. They don't have to agree with you, and you don't have to agree with them. But they're still going to have to do their job respectfully. If you felt it was disrespectful, then we appreciate you bringing that to light, and we'll try and see if we can balance that commentary. But if you say in a corner that you think a fighter won a round, and our commentators disagree with that, then it's their right to disagree with that. You understand that, right? Yeah. Okay, so we don't want to be skewed by what you're telling us. We don't need to hear a lecture from you.
Understood.
Have a great day.
Of course. But like, rest assured, I see what's out there, and on broadcast, I will never do anything but.
I'm just saying, the last the point where I'm broadcast, it doesn't matter when we get slammed and we don't have space to say anything, and this is the one moment I'm in front of you, sir, and all I'm saying is, let's stop the local man. Like, seriously,
and I understand.
I'm like over it, it's slander, it's character assassination.
I agree.
It's a whole lot of things.
I agree.
And that's all.
My boss is going to kill me if I'm not in there for stars, but.
And I appreciate you. Well, no, even coming and saying that
obviously,
because you see what's
but
happening.
not a part goes by that I'm not putting out some sort of fire with an athlete or coach, right? Like Joey Rodriguez got up in my face after Josh Emmett preached him. This is me sorry the guy didn't win, you know, like it's, you know. But I take this very seriously because I take this man in the highest regard. So obviously, you know.
The fact is, he hasn't been taking as much damage these last couple of fights.
But okay, so how come nobody's saying that in the first moments of me helping him, he doubled his income, performance of the night?
Well, that's why I said I want to talk to you about some of these things, you know.
If they say that in the commentary, maybe I'm not a fucking asshole.
Hey, well, right.
And so when the UFC is doing commentary, and they are putting this angle out, and I got Matt Sealer talking shit, I got DC talking shit, and neither one of these assholes would stand next to me and move with one. I'm over it. I'm just talking to people, and all of a sudden I'm an asshole.
Well, no, and nobody's showing up. I will do my best to do right by not just Diego's name.
He'll do good. I'll tell you.
Thank you, John. I came to shake your hand. I have respect for you, and I appreciate it, man.
All respect.
There's a venom for them to shit on us. There's no venom for me to shit on it. And for me to take 5 minutes of your time when we've been waiting around all day, come on, man. That was rude. That was rude as fuck. And you know it, brother.
Have a good day, guys.
Yeah.
Good to see you, sir.
But that's the power of the camera.